racism is holding back America from being great. If you go out to Asia, Japan, China, Korea, people oftentimes say, man, they're living in the future. Facts. So the reason that they're living in the future is because in those countries, they're not as diverse, their population. They're focusing on how can we be better. A place like America, they don't focus on how to be better for everybody. The focus is how can me and my friends be better while forcing everybody to be back. So when you focus in America, we can't move forward because
we're so busy keeping everybody down, man. Come on, man.
Don't want us to
talk to these folks, Icy.
You are now listening to the thoughts and sounds of IC the God King. This is the IC Experience.
So another thing I wanted to touch on, man, because that was a great conversation that we just had. Switching gears a little bit here. So we had our homecoming, FAMU homecoming this past weekend, man. You know, there it is, strike again, baby. You know, and I wanted to speak on FAMU homecoming because FAMU in Tallahassee holds such a special place, you know, in my life, in my heart, and we joke about it a lot. But the truth of the matter is that Tallahassee is really a very special place. You know what I'm saying? And as I've got older, I've come to learn that Florida itself is just a very special place. You know, there's a lot of history there, right? That you know, coming up there that we were kind of lied to about or misled about, you know. But yeah, so you know, you from Tallahassee, Florida. I'm from Orlando, Florida. My dad is from Tallahassee, Florida. We both went to FAMU. I think my dad even went to a FAMU high. I didn't even know. For people that don't know, there is a FAMU high. Is it still okay? Yeah. So
DRS.
Yeah. So they had their homecoming this weekend. It looked like it was lit. It was a lot of people down there. Always. It's almost like, and it's almost like Tallahassee is like almost in a time capsule. It's like a place. It's like,
nigga,
it's almost like you probably going to another dimension on a portal. Like, is Shingles Chicken still around?
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
But the spirit lives on.
Okay,
but I will tell you guys, it's not just Tallahassee. It's every so. There, I did a video on my YouTube about this. This is before me and you started working together. In America, there are time warps everywhere.
Right.
In the state of Florida, there's a time warp.
Right.
And it's still back in the 1999s, in the 2012. That's to me, every time I go back, that's what it is. For example, if you, to me, in Los Angeles, California, they're still stuck in the Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg timeline, time area. So it's not just, and in Houston, they're still in the pulled up, Paul Wall kind of era. They trying to find it. You know, like right now, Atlanta, they don't know what they're doing right now. To me,
Atlanta don't know what they're doing.
Because before they was the trendsetters, but they didn't. For example, what's the buddy name? Metro Boomin. He just did a whole album, but it was based off of Atlanta in the early 2000s.
Right.
Because we done let the YNs take it with no knowledge, no guidance, and they done turned it mixed in with the California time warp, and then rap ain't even selling no more. It's not even top 10. Where Atlanta, New York, they were all time warp cities. You know, and so
you mean as far as being ahead?
Well, they were the spearhead of the tip of the arrow, but they stayed there. You see what I'm saying? And so, like right now, when we was coming up, New York was the best.
Right.
Then it was like LA and New York, California, the West Coast, and then it went to down south. But it was so many different versions of down south. You got Texas down, you got Memphis, you got Alabama, you got There's so many different flavors you could pick from that it stayed down here so long. But now we done seen everything now.
We've exasperated our resources.
Right. Yeah, it was like that. We went to go get some mining, and there's nothing else to mine.
Right.
So now we have to be creative.
Mm-hmm.
And
so they say, let's go back. So right. Okay. So
But to answer your question, yes, Tallahassee is it's definitely in the time warp.
Okay. So do you feel some time warps can be good? Can it be good for certain things to be because this is why I say that. As things continue to advance, you're going to have things that change, and it's not for the better. Right. So just like, for example, yes, I love all of the advances in technology with vehicles, but vehicles, you can go and find cars that was made.
Yeah, in the 50s, it's still the metal is way better than this plastic.
It's still running. The car still runs. It's no problem. When a car, they can build cars to where they run forever. That's not that technology is not something that is out of their reach. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right? That's a low hanging. They was doing that 50 years ago. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's certain aspects of the vehicles that, even though they have advanced, you have parts of it that are also digressing.
Right.
You know, so I feel like that's part of advancement, is that you're going to have some things that change that are not necessarily shouldn't be changed.
You know, I'm gonna fry your noodle real quick, right?
All right,
because as we talked about time warps, we talked about the time warps in Florida and America in general.
Okay.
If you go out to Asia, Japan, China, Korea, people oftentimes say, man, they're living in the future. Facts. So the reason that they're living in the future is because, and this is all a hypothesis that I came up with.
Okay, let's hear it then.
The hypothesis is, in those countries, they're not as diverse, their population.
Mm.
You know, in Japan, I would think it's probably like
Japanese.
Right. There's a handful of, you know, Caucasian, blacks or whatever.
Yeah.
But the majority is them. So they're focusing on how can we be better. A place like America, they don't focus on how to be better for everybody. The focus is how can me and my friends be better while forcing everybody to be back. So when you focus in America, we can't move forward
because we're so busy keeping everybody down, man. Come on, man.
Don't want us to
talk to these folks, Icy.
So that's why, like, the bullet train has been around since the 60s and the 50s.
Right.
And they're just now
they don't want us on the train, so they won't build a damn train at all.
And America can't work unless you include everybody.
Crazy, bro.
Like you said, it's like, come on, dog. Like, in China, dog, you can get an electric vehicle for under 50,000.
Come on, man.
But here it's 100,000.
Right.
They won't let the Chinese EVs in America because it'll mess everything up.
But they'll let Elon Musk build a tunnel to drive a damn electric car through under Las Vegas. Like, what?
Racism is holding back America from being great, and everybody else, they're not wasting time, tax dollars, energy on that. They're focused on, let's move ahead. That's why they're ahead.
Less division.
Right. Because they don't have to worry about
less division and more vision.
Out the way. Right. That's the bar. Write it down. All right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why America's ran by the wealthiest 1 to 10%. 9 out of 10
put that in the chat for
10
me.
10 out of 10 times they're gonna be white. And white people and those individuals just want the great stuff for them. Like, I was at a wedding yesterday and it was in the country club. Them houses was immaculate, but they had a guard up there. You can't just drive up in here. Mm-hmm. You can't be here. Mm-hmm. We don't even want y'all to see this. If y'all see how we live, you will really be pissed off. You know what I'm saying? But it's all because it's inclusion. And if you're not included, not a lot of people are not included. And that's why we out here eat McDonald's and they eating filet mignon Kobe steaks.
Fresh lamb.
Right. So that's why pockets of America are all in time warps. If you drive from here to Texas and we got to cut through Alabama, if you ever go through Birmingham, that shit looked like it did
from the front down to the back.
Yes, because of racism.
Right.
The more racism there, the more back in time it is.
Right.
Fast forward cities like New York, they're not back in time.
Right.
Florida is an illusion. The warm weather, the beaches, it's a mirage. It looked great. But for Black Americans, you don't even get a chance to be Black Americans. Because in Florida, in my opinion, if you're Black, you're equal to ghetto. Now, that's why you have non-Black saying, I ain't Black. I'm Bahamian. I'm not Black. I'm Jamaican. I'm not Black. I'm Haitian.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
they separated.
What is Black because anyway? That's they done.
Right. And that's why Tallahassee is a special place, because it's one of the best elite Black universities in America. And Tallahassee in Florida, to me, is the Atlanta of Florida. Because the Black community is ingrained into the university.
And it's funny you say that. It's funny you say that because when we would go to Tallahassee, you know, it was a whole experience going to Tallahassee. When I would go to see my grandparents, you know, because they had everything laid out. You didn't need nothing. They had food, hot food, ready, whatever you wanted. They asking you what you want.
Southern comfort.
Right? They letting you know, yeah, we gonna go ahead. I'm gonna send Gene to the store right now. That's my grandma's name. I'm gonna send Gene to the store right now to get all the stuff because we know what y'all like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What time y'all gonna be here? We'll make sure the food is hot and ready when you get here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I didn't know it at the time.
Right.
You know, but I was experiencing Black excellence.
Right.
You know, that was my first introduction to that. So, and then seeing that in them, I noticed, oh, this ain't just this is something. This is
different.
Right. This is just Tallahassee thing.
There's no other city in Florida that got an HBCU that is gonna help. Like in Miami, they got Florida International, but it's too much other shit overshadowing it. You know, people from Miami come to FAMU. You know, and that's the reason, because FAMU hired Black educators. Yeah, they hired Black educators, which they would be going to your grandfather's stores or businesses, and it was a community. You had Frenchtown, then you had Smoky Hollow, you had all these things. There was togetherness.
And a lot of people don't know about Frenchtown, man. You don't know about Frenchtown, look up Frenchtown in Tallahassee, Florida, man, to get you some history. Go ahead,
yeah. So in Tallahassee, because I grew up there, you couldn't really get into beefs with people too much because somebody knew them people. Somebody in your family knew them people.
Right.
And that's why the crowd, Boston Richie talked about it. No, we don't be having crazy shootouts like in Jacksonville. Because everybody kind of know everybody.
Right.
So, and if I don't, my sister know them, or they know. But in a city like Jacksonville, they got Edward Waters College out there, but it's too much other things. It's not enough opportunity.
Tallahassee is the last name town.
Right. Yeah.
That last what's your name, boy? Oh, and then they look. Oh, you look like. Oh, you so and so.
Jimmy.
Jimmy,
that's you. So
oh shit.
We're gonna have to, because we long winded right now.
We running out.